I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Hello, all. Here we are.
Hello.
Hello. We are back after much conversation about the state of the world. We are here to do season 2, episode 2. It feels like we're deeper into the season than episode 2, but we'll see. But welcome to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio podcast. I am Sundi. I am the pop culture professor and self-proclaimed expert. These are my friends.
I am Brooke. I am well-versed in the world of pop culture reality television, new to the Bravoverse, and excited to be with you all.
Thank you for
Jeff.
deciding.
I came from a more restaurant service background. So, checking out this show with all these restaurant professionals and waiting to see some of their work still a little bit. But happy to enjoy all the reality drama that I'm getting served.
Yeah. So this episode felt a little sort of mild, right? Like it wasn't chock full of
it didn't end mild. No.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of maybe mild up until,
It's called Branded, and I am going to assume that is about Jax's tattoo.
Has to be.
Right?
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
But we start out with the previously on, and you know how I like to have a clue. So it focuses on Jax, and I mentioned this last episode about Jax is like, you're the sexiest and the prettiest girl I know.
Yeah.
You're the prettiest girl. And like Stassi's like, I know. And I don't know. I was already fed up with her then. And so then we get LBP scolding Kristen. She suspended for 2 weeks, which we talked about last week. Kristen and Tom argued, and they make sure to remind us that they have not had sex in 3 months.
Yes.
And then we get a little snippet of Sheena's party. Schwartz and Shay are beefing. Sheena and Katie, exchange words. And then Stassi snubs Sheena on the balcony is what I have. They really sort of, drilled down on some of the fights of it all. But we open on Stassi and a new girl here. Christina Kelly.
That's her name?
Christina Kelly. I wrote it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they used to work together. What's the?
Well,
she's a server at Sir who got Stassi her job originally.
Oh,
yeah.
The Lord.
This is all her fault.
And Christina Kelly to blame. And I also, too, before we get into it, I wonder how they decided who to focus on. Because, I wonder if she's bitter about this. She was like, I introduced this bitch to, these folks. What's happening? Why am I not on there?
I've wondered that a lot. I kind of wanted to get into it later if we had time. The decision, I think, to go primarily with 3 couples. Because if 70 people work at the restaurant, which we were told near the end of last year, between all the bars and everything, there's 70 people that work. To focus mainly on 6 people, one of which is a friend of, with all the stuff that could happen among these young professionals in Los Angeles, and the one that's going probably the best of the 3, let's leave that out of the mix. The other 2, high drama, let's really, it's a very specific story they're telling.
They're magic makers, right? The producers, the showrunners are we can't just follow adorable Tom and questionable Katie all the time.
Okay, you have that backwards, okay? It's adorable Katie and questionable Tom. You have that 1,000,000% backwards.
I'm with that. It's just a weird choice, I feel like.
I agree.
We can get into that later. Yeah.
But I will say this, too. I don't remember if it was the finale of last season or when we talked last week and you were like, oh, it feels like more of the same about Jax and Stassi. I do feel like they are branching out a little bit with other couples. And we got a little bit of other folks, especially Kristen and Tom this episode. So because we're with Stassi and the new girl. And this is where we get, there's not a whole lot, but because Christina Kelly doesn't like Jax. Stassi talks about, she says this phrase, now that Jax and I aren't together, I can hang out with Jax more. And I'm always very, very suspicious of women who have to qualify that, because that means that their boyfriend they were with or the man they were with was kind of controlling in that way, or you made choices or you prioritized the boyfriend over the friends. And so I guess Stassi, when she was with Jack, she was like, whatever, I don't need these friends, I'm going. And I just felt, I don't know, that turned me off a little bit.
But I think you've probably, I mean, we've all heard like, all right, look, you want to go with him? I don't care for him. Like, while that's happening, I'm just not going to hang out with you very much. And I mean, I think she seems like a real friend, somebody that's looking out for her. I mean, it's like, all right, if that's truly out of your life, then I'm going to be here and we can get to talking shit about Sheena real hard,
I
right,
know.
right off.
It just went
What
right
the?
in.
I love
we
the
did.
sort of allusion to single white female too that Stassi makes. Was that scene or when she's about to
What she said, like the next thing you know that she'll just be blonde. And when
walk
she's like,
into with
that's when she
blonde
was
hair?
talking. The way in which Stassi just turned on Sheena so fast, like she was talking about like they were best friends before the season started, and then apparently it just all turned on a dime at Sheena's party last episode. And I'm like, damn, like Stassi just hightailed it. She was like, no, thank you, absolutely not. And I was like, come on, girl. I mean, I don't know.
Now those cameras are back on, girl. Like just like that friend was alluding to, Stassi is loyal to that camera and that camera only.
I also have
Well, just more about the conversation. Like, I mean, she does, and with Jax, like, she doesn't want to talk about Jax really with her. Her voice gets raised. Like, she gets talking really high when she's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I going to do this? She starts talking she's real defensive. She starts doing all the question things like, is this something I like in my life? Yes. Is he maybe the person that I want to spend it with? No. Am I going to do this? Like, they do that. Her and Jax do that question and answer thing that's just very weird. And it kind of seems like I have no basis on which to base this attraction. So I'm just going to formulate these questions.
That speaks to the point that I was just about to make, right? Because she does say she's having all these questions. She brings up Frank, and then she says that her and Jax have had sex 3 times in the last year. I think they're like using the term year a little loosely, but I have a theory. I don't think Stassi likes sex that much.
Oh.
I do not perceive that she is a highly sexual person. I think that she really likes the attention that she receives when she is engaged with that person. But I just do not perceive that she is this really like, come and get it, big boy, meet me upstairs kind of character. Like, she just doesn't give off highly sexual energy. And the way she talks about it is so wooden, and it's always, I don't know. There's just something off about it. And plus what we know about what Jack said about it was a sex ed video.
Yeah. Even getting what she's like, he threw me around and I masturbate all the time. Like, all right. I mean, it didn't seem real.
The lady doth protest too much, I think. Right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's not giving off sex pot energy. But then
not at all.
She talks about Frank, and I'm like, really? This again? But apparently he's in DC.
Yeah, which is great. But the other girl, Christina, seemed like she mentioned Team Frank, which let's just let Frank be in DC. We don't need him around either.
Yeah,
I just don't understand. Like, so she's still going back between Jax and Frank, even though everybody in the greater Los Angeles area wants to sleep with her. Like, that's the 2 boneheads that she's bedding down with. Like, you've got literally 2 million people to pick from. I'm just gonna get that number out there. Like, but it's the same stuff. She also said it was 3, like when it was within 2 weeks at the end of last year to LVP. She's like, it's just been 3 times. And now to this lady, she's like, it's just been 3 times. Like, that's just a number she plucked and is like, just say 3.
Yeah,
that sounds
3 is
like
an acceptable
I've done
amount.
it, but I haven't done it a lot. Like,
but
just
like
stick
3
with
times
3.
in a year, like at 23 years old, like you're having sex 3 times in a year and you're just cool with it. Like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
You don't think she's banging somebody else in Bangtown?
I don't think that she enjoys sex that much. I think that she only enjoys sex if the person is like on the hook. I want to talk a little bit about the very brief interstitial where they're working on the Sir garden.
Yeah, we get to see Sir with Kim. Bernie's back.
Yeah, and Lisa's pretending that she doesn't know who she wants to bartend. Like, I have a feeling she already knows, and I know who she already picks, but she's very much pretending like, I don't think it's going to be Jax. I don't think it's going to be this. I was like, okay.
You mean the sexy boy that she wants to pick for it?
Yeah. Tom Schwartz comes in, and like, what was it me, or was there sexual tension between LVP and Schwartz?
No, I mean, that's right out there. They say it. There's nothing to like pick up on. I mean, they both talk about how the other one is attractive. There is a vibe going on. I mean, Hall Pass comes up. But again, if she has 70 people, numerous restaurants, they're in this huge area. She has trouble with people that are dating in the restaurant. So her solution is, why don't I get this girl's boyfriend to come in and bartend in the new thing? No disrespect to Lisa, obviously, but that's the last person. Like, that's number 8,000,000,001 on your list right now.
Yeah,
as far as the people that are coming in there.
It does seem like it would be cheaper for production, though, right? Like, production would, if they didn't have to like go all these other places. But what I was like, sometimes though, it can be kind of put on because Lisa does that, like, that kind of, she like vamps it up. The tension between Schwartz and Lisa felt real, like, because if she said that he was adorable one time, she said it probably 5 times. Like, she is hot for Schwartz, and I'm like,
Schwartz went down in my each time. I like Schwartz less each time she said it.
You feel threatened by it?
It's like, get out of here, Schwartz.
Yeah.
But he also said, too, that he's worked for some major celebrities.
Like, I know. I loved it. It was major private celebrities. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Not those public celebrities.
You don't hear those words right next to each other.
Verbal resume. I like that. You just go in and say, like, I've worked at these places. It's like, it's 2013. Like, we're still putting that on paper, right?
Yeah, and also, I really like the phrase. I like that he said that he's swooning. I feel disappointed in the three of us that we have not used the word swooning before now. Like, why have we not been just like saying that? Because we are a LVP swoon podcast.
If I haven't, I'm kind of sorry, but if you haven't been feeling, I mean, I think you see the little hearts around my, like the.
But she means like the actual verbiage, which
that's what I'm saying.
Use a lot. I use swoon probably at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, so I mean, like, they just kind of go hard. I just wanted to make a note of like the palpable sexual tension, and I bet she would be very disarming.
Let's not call it sexual tension.
But then we get Pandy. Obviously, it's always Pandy, LVP, and Sheena. And Sheena's hobbling in on crutches. God, this girl. God, could she just be any more like, gimme, 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 pick me, pick me, pick me? I cannot.
Well, yeah. She, even in this, later in the scene, she gets more because when we can get there, but.
Well, she calls it a hematoma.
Right.
Which I do think technically is a bruise, just so we're all clear. Jeff said the same thing. Lisa said the same thing.
She's talking about a huge amount of blood swelling in the foot, causing a huge raised thing where like your foot almost looks disfigured for a few days. Not like, I was with it last year last week on the oral surgery. Like somebody should check in with her that's not Jack's. And then they did the unveiling of like they unwrapped the bandage and it was a big like womp womp. Like,
she's using hyperbole for dramatic effect and like everything is just like turned up and it's just like, girl, stop trying so hard, man. It makes me. It's so off-putting. That's what I say about my dog sometimes. Like, the thirst is just so off-putting. Like, have some self-respect. Like, if you can't respect yourself, how am I supposed to respect you? I cannot.
Tell Goldie. You better let Goldie know.
Real Sheena vibes from that pup over there. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say earlier, like, I thought the first time I saw that scene at the brunch scene, I was like, well, maybe this is a case of the producers doing Sheena wrong when it's like, what you doing? When they're talking about like she had this bodice that was all jeweled up and the tutu, and the producers they show the clip of like what you doing, and I was like, you didn't have to show that clip.
And I'm always
then when they do this, I'm like, I guess that's just how she comes off.
Yeah, that's what I'm always looking for clues to who production hates and who they like because you can tell. So like they didn't have to do her that way, right? Like there was some sort of animosity embedded in that they were like, so I wonder if like Sheena is really high maintenance for the production, if she's like late to her calls or she makes a big deal about things. Like I'm always looking for clues to see like who's an asshole.
But she's not being portrayed that way when you undo the bandage and it's this little bruise. Like,
yeah, exactly. They set her up. But also, too, this motherfucker is a writer. I feel attacked. This bitch has a degree in journalism.
She's got a journalism degree.
everybody stand down. Like, I cannot with this. Like, they're just handing them out like freaking
Please.
flyers these days. Like, I mean,
I haven't even heard anything about college.
I know. I like Shayna. I still don't feel the same way that you guys feel that she's reeks of desperation or anything. And I will say this, Stassi, who I feel like sometimes can't string a sentence together, also has a degree in journalism, or I forget what the...
Does she? That feels like...
Yes.
She has a degree. I thought it was like more like communications, which is, you know, it's like their first cousins, but like everything. I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I'm gonna take your word for it. But why? But Stassi feels so attacked. Which same girl, same. That, and we'll get to that later about like Stassi's whole reaction to that.
But yeah, she gets offered a space on the magazine to write a column. I mean, she's a writer apparently, so that's one of those that I just take to like, okay. Let's go.
She doesn't have a degree in makeup. Like, ugh. And then I love it so much because later on, Stassi was like, what? Who's reading this column? How to look like an anime character? Drag queens? And I'm just like, that sounds like a party to me. Like, you know, fairies. I'm like, yeah.
Party.
Invite me to that party.
Like a mean old bitch.
I know she does, but that's our brand now. I think she might be leaning into it after like season 1. Speaking of though, that whole all of the interplay between her and Jax is really starting to become kind of like predictable. She's tormenting him. He's chasing her and she's like, stop it. Like, come here, stop. And I don't know. Enough's enough with that business. Like either, and I'm the same thing about Kristen and Sandoval. Like break up already, you know, like, stop it.
No, he's a desperate puppy, you know, and she can't stand him, but wants him around. Can't stand him, wants him around. And during the Sir interstitial, when the Jackson Stassi thing is getting annoying, like as well as like those huge statement pieces are just getting to be a lot. Like
it does seem like they're growing too.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and they're just more. It's not like, hey, we're at the big photo shoot, so we busted them out. We're at that special party, so we're busting them out. This is like Tuesday evening.
Yeah, it's like Cleopatra
production. Doesn't like. I feel like somebody's like, girl, the more pieces you put in, the better off. Like, let's get some statement pieces on that neck. Let's do it. Somebody's
they're becoming their own character.
Yes, I mean for sure. They have their own. They're gonna get like a title card. They're gonna get a Chiron at the bottom, like Stassi's necklace. But you know, it was, and even one of her tables mentioned it. Right? They were like, "Hey, I like that necklace," and she was like, "Yeah." Like she's weighed down by it.
Didn't she say something like, "Well, there's more where this came from"? Not in that.
Yeah,
because she's broke. So she's
broke. Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of broke.
Here's couple of the year back again.
I mean, speaking of two people hating each other so much, and I know, you know, that you have been friends with a couple or you have interacted with a couple who have been together like a really long time, but actively hate each other. Kristen and Tom Sandoval actively hate each other. Like Sandoval is doing a much better job of disguising it, right? And he's like trying to like be nice, like that, you know, but Kristen cannot even buffer it at all. She is so antagonistic to him. Like, I'm just like, leave. Like, I get it. He fucked somebody else. That's not great. I am not taking up for that. Like, that's terrible. But either get over it or leave. Like, I can't with this.
I had a new appreciation for Tom Sandoval this episode. I felt like he took everybody the viewership's notes from season 1 and actually is letting a bit more of his personality shine through. Like, he is clever, and he's like, the way he's putting things together, his like Lego analogy of putting together the Ikea stuff, the come out like a baby head first, which I don't think was new to the
right. That's some because the past shit right there. But
I like him in this.
It's the only world I know, but coming from this restaurant and server world, like there are definitely those couples. And it is so weird if you're the third, like if you're getting a ride with somebody, say from the restaurant to the bar, like I've got to go with this person, and you're the one in the back, and they're just going at it over nothing.
Did the telltale dude or bro?
Yeah, and when when the camera is just on those two, you're the third, and it's so weird being the third. And I was like, please cut, like please production, let's go.
That is really good
Little did I
way
know this
to
was
put it.
one of like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
they really broke it up because that's a really good way to put it though. Because maybe I don't think I could put my finger on what I was feeling, but that's exactly right. Like it's like I'm awkward. It's like I'm standing in the room or I'm in the car with them while they're fighting, and I'm just trying
You can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at my phone or
Just
like,
have
look
to
out the
listen
window.
to
It
it.
was so awkward. Then we're at Pandy and Stassi.
What's
Go.
Stassi doing when they get back in the
Rolling silverware. Isn't she?
She's rolling linens. Stassi's
Yes.
working. I love it.
Real work roller.
Stassi's
Woo,
doing
woo.
some work. And for a few seconds, I was like, all right, let's see this. I like
Do
this.
you think production, so it was like, hey man, go over there and like pretend to do something that you normally do.
I'm
And
gonna
she like rolled
believe
one
this
roll.
was earnest work. She got there like at 3:45 when she was supposed to, and she was spending her 15 minutes on the linens.
Oh, you're so optimistic.
She's about to flip the fuck out on Pandy. Like,
well,
so let me have a few minutes of her being like, I just came in and do my pre-work, like my pre-shift stuff.
I was on Pandy's side too about how like she's like coming hot at Stassi about like not meeting deadlines, and I even wrote real worker alert. But then I find out that she's not paying her. That Stassi is a volunteer. No, you get what you get. Like, I'm so sorry. You're not gonna hound me for a deadline when you are not paying me.
Rarely get Stassi's side on things, but when Pandy was like, or I guess Stassi said to Pandy, you know, I'm doing this. I've got to supplement my own income. I've got to do my own thing. I was like, oh shit. She's not even, this is all just for like association, I guess, to like the Vanderpump brand.
Right.
And I will say this is also about because the past, and I won't mention it later, but back in these days, there was a lot of like with freelancers, people wanted you to work for exposure. That was kind of the thing. But there were times when I had to write for free.
We've definitely done some work for free.
Yeah. We should all be using the words ass sucker more frequently because that's what
she is an ass sucker. That's the quote here.
Do you think that was what Stassi meant to say, or did it just come out and then she just committed? Because I was like, I don't think, even from her mouth, I think she was like, this is not what I meant to convey.
Well, it's not
the term.
Well, yes.
First off, it's not a term.
It's not, exactly. It's not a recognized colloquialism, right? But I think that
one of them ass suckers over there.
But I think it very much encapsulates what she's trying to say is because I think she's conflating the two terms ass kisser and suck up.
Yeah.
So like she's conflating those two terms, which yes, absolutely. Like Scheana is absolutely an ass sucker, but I feel like we should work it into our vocabulary more. Like we need it.
But we've talked before. I think we've all mentioned that like Stassi has this like seeing black level, and she just kind of breaks down. And I think that's where you get like ass sucker. We have our single white female call out. You said like all that's left is to dye her hair blonde. And
shout out Katie.
Get the drag queen line. Like, what is that? A bunch of drag queens are gonna read it. Like
that's what she said.
Right.
She's like, who would take? She said, who would take Sheena's advice?
Like
people who want to look like an anime character or drag queens. Which listen, drag queens. Let's not be dragging drag queens. Like they're doing the Lord's work.
They know what they're doing. Why are they dependent on? Yeah, I didn't get.
Well, the idea
that's just a little Louisiana coming out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's just a the idea is coming out
because when they're sitting at the table together, Stassi and Scheana, their makeup is identical down to the nude lip. I mean, Scheana may have a little bit more shimmer on her actual brow line, but like identical makeup.
Maybe that is why Stassi is so repulsed by Scheana, because she sees her in her, right? Like that sucking pit of need. Maybe Stassi identifies that in Scheana and is like that's some self-loathing.
Isn't that an actual psychological thing where like what you dislike in somebody is what you already don't like about yourself? Yeah. Like you magnify your negative thoughts about yourself onto people.
Projection.
Share that quality. Yeah.
Then we meet up at the tattoo parlor, and listen, I have a question for you guys. Would you rather have a sleeve of penises or Frank's face tattooed on your chest? This is the Sophie's choice of the episode.
It is. It really is.
Penises or Frank's face?
sleeve of penis. No question.
You're going penis?
Absolutely.
See,
As a woman
I
with
think you could.
no tattoos, I say Frank's face.
Yeah, see, I feel like I could get away with the irony of Frank's face. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would explain a sleeve of penises.
It would
You
be
know?
uncomfortable for me. I wouldn't want to explain it, is the thing. I don't want to put myself into a position where somebody's like, why does she have a sleeve of penises? It'd be
No, I mean,
just
and you
love
can turn the penises into something. I feel like a little
Yeah.
down the line. Like Frank is just Frank. That's gonna be there.
Yeah, giant
But
Frank's
yeah,
face.
we're at the tattoo parlor, which immediately is frightening. I mean, this is a horror movie. Like this clip is, it's like if the Kristen and Tom are uncomfortable, like this is so like you're screaming at like, no, dude, don't do that. No, do not do that. Like we've all
Even the
commented on
tattoo-
his tattoo, which he's
Even
going to
the
get covered up.
tattoo.
And for 1 second, you're like, oh, cool. You're going to get that horrible tattoo covered up. Like, yeah, I'm doing the, Japanese fish. I'm getting a koi put on there. Like, well, that was the other one I would have guessed. If I didn't guess you had a shitty tribal tattoo, I would have guessed you had the koi. And you just went and
Absolutely.
did that. Which
I'm
is,
so glad
I
you
will
said that.
say it's better.
That
is better.
Ironically,
it's for sure.
they occupy the exact same space for me in that exact same time. You either had a tribal tattoo or you had a koi tattoo, and both you were equally
Yes.
awful either way. You
Yeah.
are two sides of
you're-
an equally awful coin.
If
Yeah.
I come out one night and I'm like, should I wear my Ed Hardy t-shirt or my Affliction t-shirt? Like that's your choice.
Ed
Like
Hardy.
you've left me no choice. They're both negated.
Yeah.
I feel like Ed Hardy is in the same like space as tribal tattoos. Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
koi tattoos, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the freaking tattoo guy, whenever he talked about Saucy, he's like, don't do it, man. It's a jinx. It's a jinx. It's a jinx.
Yeah.
Don't
They
do it.
But like
Also-
Schwartz says, I mean, he says no, but I mean, he needs
it's
to go
not-
harder.
No.
No, I mean, like Saucy has a friend who's like, you're going to be with Jax. We're not hanging out for the next 3 years. Schwartz is like, nah, dude, don't do that. And I mean, he's weak sauce. Like, no, don't totally, you shouldn't do that.
So all right. So
Let's
Jeff,
see it.
let's play it out, right? Okay. So the three of us go to the tattoo parlor, right? And I mean, obviously I'm married to Carla, which I still wouldn't get her name. I wouldn't get my children's name tattooed on me, right? But
Cool.
we're at the tattoo parlor. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going to do it. Tell me how you're going to intercede. Like, what is your tactic? What's your, like, rebuttal tactic here?
This is so, I'm not trying to avoid, I mean, I'm still would give you a no, but like the you and Carla relationship, you and her relationship, if I'm keeping names out, and their relationship we're way over here. We're not Ed Hardy and Affliction. We are Ed Hardy and like J. Crew or whatever. It's just very
Fair
different.
enough. Fair enough. But
So, but if I'm in the room, if I'm for some reason the guy that Jax is going with to the impromptu tattoo parlor date, like that's absolutely not, dude. You cannot do this. You should not do this. None of your friends will do something like this. She's not going to respect you anymore for this. It's not going to win her back. We're still talking about Frank. She's still doing this. You haven't been on an actual date with her in a fucking year. None of this is happening. You don't live with her even, and you're going to get her date. You don't have a ring on it. None of this is happening, and you want to get her name on you forever? She's not giving you anything forever. You shouldn't give her anything forever either. Get that stupid fish and let's get out of here.
Well, if you want to talk about forever, can like Jax just keep his shirt off forever? Because hubba.
I've already got.
I'm so sorry.
Sundi, no, I don't want to hear it. I have preemptively Sundi. No, I don't want to hear about it. Jax is topless.
I wrote Jax's shirt off. I absolutely can't. Like that, like with the V, and then he's
I know.
I said, Sundi, no, I don't want to hear it. That is in my notes right here.
He looks so good. He looks so good.
Sure. Let's act like he does. And then he says he's doing it because she's important. She made him want to be a better man. Okay, hold on. So he needs it close to his heart on the left side.
I know you're talking me out of it. I know. Like, I don't need to hear your logic right now.
He said
Okay.
that. I'm not. That's that man's words right there.
So gross. I know. Like last week when he said he made love, I was like, ugh. Yeah. Like I get moments where I'm just like,
that's 2 weeks in a row at least where puking
it
from
is.
just this stuff.
He also
And then,
follows that choice up with she's either going to cry or get a restraining order. Like, and he, without irony, he was like, these are the two things that may happen. She's either going to really feel so emotionally touched or so deeply terrified that she like,
Yeah. No in between there.
was
Like,
a
no in
crazy
between.
thing.
which, Brooke, I mean, that means you don't do it, right? If those are the two options, that's a no.
No, that
Like,
means Jax is full in, much like calling Sheena when she has tooth surgery, and much like any of the other, much like fucking a lady in Vegas for 6 weeks, one time, whatever. Jax is all in. Sign him up. He's here for
Brooke
it.
has her theories about that. Like she's sticking with those theories. But I mean, I don't know. I think that was probably the pull, like these extremes that they have to go to. That like either she is going to be deeply terrified or like deeply ingratiated to me. Like gross. I don't know.
Gross.
You know who is not ingratiated? Kristen. And
I was gonna say, back to the IKEA table.
Tom says that he's the precision guy. This is why I think that production may just hate all of them, because they edit it they knew when they were editing it, they knew that Tom could not put that table together. They knew. And so he says, Kristen is not great with precision. I'm the precision guy. Cut to Kristen just coming in and just fucking bossing it up. Like, I'm done.
In Tom's defense, IKEA furniture, famously hard to put together. We have not had too many knockdown, drag-out fights in our relationship, but we have fought over IKEA furniture to the point where it was like, we took 100 pounds of entertainment center and like chucked them into an alley in Chicago. Like, I mean, this shit is truly like will blow your mind. Will make even the calmest of people.
Here's where this is how I knew. I wasn't sure if this was coming up. I figured it was though. When we watched the episode together, Brooke didn't mention anything. So like very quick, like 15 years ago in Chicago, we go out to the big IKEA center, and I don't get like a coffee table or I've put a bunch of like bookshelves together. We got this one massive thing, like entertainment center. It's going to do everything. And I mean, it was like going to cover a wall. It never got completed. And like, I got halfway done with it. And then I did the thing you normally do. Like I called a buddy over, got a 12-pack of beer, and we're like, we're going to knock this out. Right. Nope. I mean, nothing else got done, and it sat for a while. And then, and so she didn't say anything about it during the episode, and now here we are. Like, this is when it
triggered her.
It still brings back. It's like, oh god,
it sticks with you for sure. Yeah. Then I did this thing here. I'm like, is the coffee table? Are the production people saying this is a metaphor?
Yeah,
for their relationship, and I was like, this is too deep. I'm not doing that.
You either recover from an IKEA trip or you don't. And that there are two types of relationships.
I mean,
the trip is fine. You get meatballs. Everybody's happy. It's the putting together after that gets really.
Look, though, then we go to Sir and we get a flash of an actual real worker, Steve.
Oh,
Steve, new bartender Steve.
I don't think he's new. I just think that he is not interesting enough for him to be our main player. And so
new to us.
New to us. Yeah, new to us. But I was like, damn, Steve, you must be boring as hell because nobody gives a shit about you. We see him one time and then we never see him again.
They gave him a name card.
I also too. LVP is messy as fuck. Like she's so messy.
Oh yeah,
because like she's decided against Tom Schwartz because fucking Sheena is a goddamn snitch.
That's not true, and you know that's not why.
No, I don't know that. Sheena snitched. She's like, well, I mean, Tom was beefing with Schwartz. I like that. Like, no,
I'm with Brooke on this. Katie said it was Sheena's fault. I mean, the shit that happened, she is just bringing to light, like, it shouldn't work out.
But, like, once you're off Sir campus, it's nobody's business. Like, they'll be telling folks what happens. Like, no,
she's told them before, you are representing Sir when you are out. Crowd.
Yeah.
They have the cameras. They're not like incognito.
Well, I think even Guillermo's introduction, which I know this is hopscotching back to the beginning, but even Guillermo's introduction of Tom to LVP, if we're to assume that she doesn't know who Tom Schwartz is, even her introduction to him is like, oh, you know his face, you've seen him around. This is not a one incident situation.
Right, right.
This is not just a one-off on Tom being a dick or causing like Guillermo straight up says, you know his face, he's been around, and I think Lisa likes a little naughty, good-looking naughty Tom. She's like, oh, he's making some mischief. He's this, that, and the other. He can't be employed here, but he cute.
He cute. But do we the audience doesn't understand that Tom Schwartz is mischief at this point. Like right now he's just like Boy Scout all shucks navel
I
gazing.
understand he's mischief.
You do?
Oh, absolutely. Do you guys not get it? Or
he just seems like all shucks, like not me. Ugh. Like I don't know.
It was something about his mannerisms, even in season 1, and especially, I think one time you mentioned, I've never heard about him outside of this context ever. Of other people I have, this guy never once.
Yeah, but he's a real pleaser. He's a pleaser. But
I've never heard anything about him, but I could definitely tell. I mean, just the way he's like, oh yeah, she gets me hot and juicy, or hot and juicy is not what he said, but whatever. Piggybacking on last week's episode where he was like, I can't say anything to Katie about her hair because whatever I say is wrong, or however shitty, snide way he said it. And then they straight up show him going into this LVP interview and he's like, your hair looks great. I was like, this fucking guy.
But Lisa tells Katie. She doesn't tell Schwartz. She doesn't call Schwartz. She doesn't give him a text. She was like, hey, you can tell him or I can tell him.
Yeah.
It's so unprofessional. The way that she gets on to everybody's like significant other, like that's just like, I don't know, it's just mess. She's just stirring the pot to make a whole thing. She knows.
I was gonna say that's the Bravo way, it seems like. So it's not out of character or pocket.
And then we got big pick energy Sheena sitting at the hostess stand with her foot propped up. Like everybody knows this girl. Everybody knows this girl. I'm surprised she didn't come in with a neck brace.
It's a bruise, by the way. She has a pillow in her chair for her bruise.
And like, I get that you can't work, like, be on your feet, right? But like, if you're a hostess, you could sit there without a whole other chair with your foot propped up. And like, Stassi comes in, dukes up. She is hot. She's hot about Pandora telling her that Sheena is a journalist and now Sheena has a column. So like, in Stassi's mind, she has like contorted it to that Sheena is after her life and she is trying to just appropriate everything. And I didn't take it that way. And like, I'm, remiss to be on Sheena's side, but like, yeah, there's many columnists that are working for free. Why are you coming for my throat?
Because that's her, and she knows her role in the restaurant also. Like Stassi, if she is even kind of wrong, she's supposed to go start some shit. Because you got Katie like, it's going to be a bloodbath. She's going to splinter, all this. And she's using like Stassi metaphors for all this. But like Stassi is confronting her. She wants to go outside. She's talking to Katie about it outside. She's upset about it. None of the stuff she's doing, like, if you've got all this random time at the restaurant to be doing all this shit, like, set yourself up in the corner and write a damn column, which is what I've been saying like the whole time. Like, write a damn column. When they go to the pool and she's going to write a column, like, let me hit up this tequila bar. You have to do the writing. I mean, not a professional writer,
she does not have to do the writing anymore. That ship has sailed. She is a Bravo celebrity. Bravo celebrity? What is it?
She's like a miniature Bravo celebrity at this point. But like Stassi's attitude is, how dare you tell people the thing that I did? And that is some narcissistic shit right there. Like, I maintain Stassi may be a sociopath, maybe a little bit of a psychopath, but she is a full on narcissist. Like,
I'm upset. I'd rather be watching some crispy chickens getting made in the kitchen than watching Stassi stomp around all upset for the 9,000th time about something that she could just make better by doing her own damn work.
Yeah, I mean, like, yelling at Stassi, yelling at Pandy. I mean, like, where are we? And then, like, the deal she makes, but I'm not going to yell at the hostess stand. Since when? Like,
right?
Since when?
Like, we can do it in the restaurant or outside of the restaurant. I'm like, bitch, you make your all last season was you fighting in this restaurant. Literally.
Yeah.
All last
all
season.
Of a sudden,
we got one more Ikea table scene when Kristen.
Oh yeah,
bop bop bim bop. She comes in and takes care of business
she
real
makes
quick.
short work of that shit. And like, I mean, if they stay together, whether they do or not, like she will never let him forget that. Hey,
Yeah.
remember that table you didn't put together that I came in and did it? Like she'll never let
He
him.
comes
let that
in
down.
and like Brooke said, he's kind of like they start moving along and he's like, it's like Legos, dude. And she's like, no. And then he goes, we did it. She goes, I did it.
I did it.
Like,
Yeah.
all right.
And this is where I wrote, break up already. Y'all
Yeah.
suck.
Oh,
Y'all hate each other. Just break up.
some
But
part
yeah,
of it.
sorry. Then it is Jax's Hollywood. I love that the Hollywood. Jax's Hollywood apartment.
Yeah, but it's cute though, right? Like the apartment's cute. It's neat. I couldn't imagine how neat. I mean, like I thought it was gonna be
it's
messy.
fine, Stassi. I mean, Sunday. It's fine.
I mean, I just imagined it would be like a mattress on the floor, like a bare light bulb hanging from the ceiling. He's like eating cold beans
You
out of
think
a
it's
can, staring at a
flat?
wall. Like it was cute. You know what I mean? Like it was neat. It had a little
It's
table
new.
with flowers on it. Fair
It's
enough.
new. Give it some time.
But his tattoo is leaking, which I, as a person with several tattoos, I absolutely understand that. It's like people are gonna be grossed out about it. But like, first off, why isn't it wrapped?
Yeah.
Number two, why are you putting on a Dolce and Gabbana, whatever the fuck, shirt on top of it? Like it's obviously gonna get blood and ink on it. Like, shut up, Jax. It's not your
I
first
have
rodeo.
0 tattoos, and I didn't know. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the hygiene of them. You don't leave a tattoo shop with like just a big old open bleeding ink dripping.
Well, we can't tell
tattoo.
what the timeline is, right? Like we can't tell
Well,
what the
we don't-
timeline is.
Also, this depends on Jax like heeding someone's advice about what to do with the
Oh, yeah.
tattoo. But this is the phrase, Brooke, like where you heard the let's make like a baby and head out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Jax
classic.
takes a minute and it's like
Just got that.
he got it. You know, he was like, I got like you watch in real time.
You can see it like click,
Whoops.
click, 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 click.
Right.
Oh, okay. Because you know what? God doesn't give with both hands. You cannot be that
That's
handsome
true.
and that smart. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
"Ooh,
that's
you
just,
had me and then let's go.
just saying.
I am.
No, whenever Stassi is getting ready in the bathroom, that is some classic shit. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I packed a bag and kept it in my car. And then when I got off, I went into the bathroom and changed because we were going out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I mean, and as a guy who's been dish busboy, prep cook, line cook, running, like I know like certain points of the night when you see someone get cut early and they start changing, like you start going like into a different mode, like we getting done soon. I'm gonna wrap this up. Like, no, that's a big part of it. Watching one of the waitresses break off and start getting ready.
Well, and Stassi saying, stop seating me. I want to get cut. You know, like, but also too, I cannot sort out the damn like organizational chart hierarchy at Star. She's like, if a manager was here, they would have cut me. Are they just out here freeballing? There's no manager there?
There is. I'm guessing Stassi's just like, I don't think there was a manager right there out there at the moment. Sure there was. I'm sure Peter or Guillermo is around there. And Stassi's like, I want to get cut. Stop seating my tables. Like, because she's
Peter was
like,
like,
no one told,
"Fuck
she
you."
said, no one told me. It's like,
I loved it.
you want to get cut
I loved it too.
again. Like,
I
don't
did
work
too.
there.
Sheena was like,
go write a column.
She was like, well, nobody told me. I'll do what I want. And that the antagonism was so real. I was like, oh, I love it so much. But also, too, speaking of Peter, he got one scene in his little funeral director suit. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
One
Sad
scene.
suits.
They're phasing him out. I fear that Peter might be getting phased out.
Well, he's got producing stuff that he's got to tend to, obviously. To Raven's Destiny.
That's Raven. Ryvan, as Jeff corrected me on our.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, Jeff corrected me on our mini episode. Yeah. So maybe he's on to greener pastures. I don't know.
That's
they
what I
also
hope for
go
Peter.
to that. But Sandoval really comments on how nervous Jax is. Like, what do you think is informing those nerves?
I think he knows it's coming time to like put up or shut up. I mean, I think he's really, I mean, he puts, not to confuse anybody with the sayings, but he's really put all his eggs in this one basket. Like, I mean,
Mixed metaphors.
yeah.
Well,
I
she
mean,
keeps
he's
saying,
so hyper focused on just this one thing. Like, he can't imagine doing all that. And I really wonder if at some point he's wondering, like, if I definitely lose her and they need to get rid of me on this show, then I don't have any career. And then really, what the fuck am I doing right now?
You think he
That's
goes that mentally deep? I don't.
That is a real interesting take too, because it adds a layer of staying relevant, staying locked in the drama, staying in the fray. Because I had not perceived that. I just thought he was just like kissing her ass, telling her, whatever.
He is so nervous though, and I mean, she's immediately shitty to him. But I think she's coming off the two girls who do opposite of Kristen and Katie season 1, and they're kind of like, say no to him. Keep those panties going. What was it?
Katie
keep your legs closed and keep your mind on Jesus.
I loved it. I loved it so much. I wrote it down. I loved it.
I mean, they are like, no. Like, they are so adamant, as opposed to Jax's buddies who are like, I don't know, maybe she isn't great. These girls are very clear about it. Like, keep your panties on, keep your panties on, keep your panties on. Wear 4 pairs of panties. Put your chastity belt on.
I have a feeling that Jax knows how to put it down.
Like, he's that good that he makes her feel like
understands.
If he really knows, why does he keep going back to Stassi with it?
Well, question mark. I don't know, but probably because
he really knows, why aren't any of these women he's been with, why aren't they pursuing him?
Because he has the emotional maturity of a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I think that,
yes.
Literally. I mean, fair enough.
But you can't figure out, if it took you that long to understand a metaphor about where babies come from, you are a child.
Everybody has... But everybody has been in some sort of situationship in which the carnal act was really fun, but this person was a ridiculous human in real life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think and so I think Stassi's a little digmatized from it, but when the brass tacks are, she's like, yeah, come and get it.
I guess been with him since she's 20, right?
I mean, I guess, right?
This is really the only serious adult relationship. Fair enough. I think she's keeping Frank in the mix, so to speak, because that's the other person she went to right after that.
Gosh, the strip mall dinner restaurant.
Yes, and it's BOSC, not like the Amazon show.
Yeah, but like a pair, like a boss pair.
Okay, I didn't put together a pair. I was thinking of that. But it is a...
Were you hoping it was a themed restaurant about the...
Well, when they walked in and he made so many comments,
driven drama.
I was like, oh, it's so nice in here. And I had to Google it. But yes, it is a strip mall restaurant. And also too, as a person who lives in Georgia, I have all these perceptions about LA and WeHo has these really beautiful restaurants and they are all appointed and they're all just so nice. This literally looks like, there's a nail place next to it.
It is a LA thing to be in a strip mall. You have super fancy, internationally, known restaurants that are in strip malls.
She flat out tells this man, I'm not in love with you, which I think is a lie. It's a lie. It's a punishing technique, but she's absolutely in love with him.
Yeah, she's also pretty hard on him. She's like, you look like you're sweating. Let me see that tattoo. It's stupid that you won't let me see it. Let me order food for you because you don't know what you're doing with your life.
Oh, I know. Eat down to the temperature of the meat.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do we feel about a medium steak?
Ugh. No.
Yeah, that's too
if Brooke suggested hey, do you want that medium tonight? I'd be like, weird suggestion, but sure, I might go with it. If she pulled the phrase, he'll have the ribeye, that's a bold statement right there. And then Jax is like, good choice.
That's not true. The server said good choice.
Oh, I thought it was Jax. Thank you for the correction.
Well, we're eating our steaks rare or medium rare. But Jax does seem like if he ordered himself, he would have ordered it well done. Jax seems like a well done human being, right?
But
we just call all of Florida well done like that.
She's really starting to kind of distance herself from it, say she's not in love, which knowing that, and you've got her signature pulsing still on the inside of your arm, close to your heart, because she makes you a better person, has to be a unique kind, I don't know, that's gotta have.
You think he's just dying inside the whole time?
Absolutely. I think you can see it. Yeah.
I
How
don't think
many
he has the
times?
emotional wherewithal to be dying inside. That's just
I don't know, man.
Also, she's right about that.
I feel
Well,
like he
how
is
many?
deeply insecure, and so that definitely. But I think that's why, at least for all intents and purposes of this show right now, they're perfect together. Because, like we were kind of hearkening to earlier in the episode, Stassi doesn't know if she even likes herself, let alone is in love with Jax or not. So
Yeah.
we're in this dance of like, oh, I don't want to drink, but I do want to drink, and he'll have it medium well, and it's like she has no idea. Like, this whole thing
I know,
is
but
so far
but, like,
beyond her.
how many times do we have to watch them break up? Like, how
I know, and
many
it gets-
times?
I can't even
It
imagine.
starts to get like ugly. Like they get in the trunk. Production is like 2 cars behind them, and you're
Yeah.
kind of like, it's starting to look like an episode of Cops or something.
It
Like
does.
it gets
That's
real.
exactly right.
It's intense. Like, and Frank keeps coming up again. Like, which he brought up. Like, can we please stop with Frank?
Was it all, or was it more than we all knew as viewers? Like, was the relationship with Frank more intense, or was it just the immediacy of the relationship
I
with
think
Frank?
it's the one thing that Jax has to go to. Like, you went the next day with him. Like, that was the next day, even though he is completely fucked up on his own right the whole time.
And I think she weaponizes it too. I don't know if she cares about Frank as much as she claims to, but I think that she understands that hurts him and cuts him. When they're in the truck in their episode of Cops, and she mentions Frank, like he loses it. Like he is crying, I can't do this anymore.
He does lose. And I mean, this is when I'm almost scared for that. Like, and I'm like, oh, she's in a bad relationship, but doesn't know any better because this is the only relationship she's been in as an adult. I mean, he even goes like, it doesn't get violent or anything like physical. There's no physical altercation, but goddamn, it's starting to feel like it's going to get there.
Yes, his voice
he
changes.
goes from 1 minute, he says like, I would do anything for you. I would move planets for you. 2 seconds later, he says the phrase, just sit there and don't say anything at all. That is
that's the Roy shocking.
Those are very different. I mean, that is such like, he's so fucked up. He is so off everything. Like he doesn't know where coming or going or any of that stuff.
I bet you that Stassi was shrinking away from him. Like she was shrinking into her door. Like I bet, because it was a really, really scary change because she wasn't giving in to him and he got mad and just like lost it.
She remains calm for the most part. And then when they're outside and it's like, shit, what's going to happen? You can tell, like Stassi of all people is like, I have neighbors and I need you to be quiet right now.
Poor
neighbors. You need to get out of here. And
I know.
like, oh, I know. But they do. It's like that once again. I mean, we've seen them break up, like you said, but this is another one. I'm not saying don't worry, they're breaking up. Like if you're writing this in a screenplay, it's like, okay, this is over. But we know better.
But I was also going to ask you guys.
They won't let us off that easy.
Because she talks a lot about like, you have to prove it. You have to prove it. What do you think she means when she says prove it? Like, I'm talking about like practically speaking. Like, what do you think she wants to do? Because the goalpost seems like it's always moving.
He can't do anything. There's nothing. She doesn't. Brooke, like all of us said, like she doesn't really know what she wants. So there isn't anything he can do.
To any other 24-year-old gorgeous young woman who has newfound fame and all of this is going to feed the flame of the fire that is stoking all of the benefits that she's in a very unique position as a 24-year-old gorgeous woman. And like there are cameras following her. So this relationship, even subconsciously, is like a huge.
Do you think we're going to do all season 2 of this will they, won't they back and forth? Like how many episodes do you think we have to long suffer this nonsense?
There's no reason for me to think this isn't happening in season 5, episode 6. I mean, hope this is it. Every week, I hope it's it. I mean, we've seen them together later in clips that they've shown us before.
Well, we know at least for the next episode that they are still in this back and forth because they're in Lake Arrowhead with your girl, Dana with a Y. And so
that she's banging with a Y. I'm just going to keep throwing that out there and see if it works. I love a group outing. I love a group outing.
Yeah. So they all go to Lake Arrowhead, and apparently Jax reveals the tattoo. Sheena has another injury. Jesus. Sandoval cries.
Sheena's glasses.
Yes, because she has an eye injury. Ugh, okay. But like, I'm not one to talk about giant glasses, but I'm just gonna say
they're big.
It is a pipe dream. While we're recording this, Mercury is apparently in retrograde. The Aurora Borealis is wreaking some charged havoc. And right now I'm like, how long do we suffer these guys? And of course he wants to go out there and lap all of the abuse that he's going to get from Dana and whoever else, because this is their bread and butter. They live for this shit. Well, he wouldn't be anywhere else but Arrowhead.
You know that I did a little like Astro Girl deep dive, and
I saw it.
Yeah, and like there are so many cancers on this freaking cast. So like, let me. I know.
Most cancers I know, super sensitive.
Katie is a Capricorn, which really tracks. Like the meanest boyfriend I've ever had was a Capricorn.
Jeff is a Capricorn.
Okay. We can talk about that off air. My LVP, I think, is going to shock y'all.
Let's go.
Boy.
So no, I'm going to go last. I want to go last because of the dramatic effect. So y'all do your LVPs first, and then I'll do mine.
I do. I'm going to nut up and say it's Tom Schwartz going in for that interview.
No surprise.
Like the boss with his cute little hand gestures and being a cute, adorable.
And his little buttoned up to the top right there.
Oh, my gosh. And he was like, I mean, I do feel a little, like, threatened by it. And then he had the wherewithal to tell Katie her hair looked great. I was like, fuck off.
That was out of fear. Like, I think that's out of fear.
No. I don't think he's afraid of her. He knows how... That's what I mean about the mischievousness. Like, he knows.
If you get confronted with Lisa Vanderpump and don't feel the need to give some physical compliment towards, I mean, I defy anyone to not. The fact that he could be like, say something about her hair as opposed to looking at all that. I mean, I applaud that. I like this pick.
Also, the LVP, the confessional look, like there's a lot of cleavage. Like she knows what, I listen, not to be, gross and objectifying, but I had to pause and be like this, like double take. Cause I was like, girl, button that button, you slut. What are you doing?
Leave it open, you slut.
I know that. Well, exactly. That's really what I was saying.
That's my wife.
I was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah,
I'm going with our newcomer, Christina.
Oh,
that's your LVP?
Solid
Easy.
choice.
That was the first one I wrote down before. I even jumped ahead. I was like, I'm going to put this in as the front runner, and it stayed there. She didn't say she went on Sheena pretty hard, which we were getting on to people about season 1, but this episode I'm going to let that one go real easy. She was looking out for a friend, saying stay away from the bad guy. Bad guy being Jax. Sundi.
Yeah, we got it.
Don't. I'm just here. And I mean, close your legs, keep your mind on Jesus. For that alone, she could have shown up, trashed and fucked up the whole restaurant.
Sir, that was Katie. How dare you? That was Katie.
It was when they were in the room together, in the bathroom together, giving Stassi the pep talk that she needed.
It was.
Because in the three, if there's the three friends, if it's Katie, Kristen, and Stassi, or Katie, Christina, and Stassi, it's a very different dynamic as far as when Stassi leaves that room and goes out on a day with Jack. So Christina, hands down for me.
Because it does seem like Kristen is kind of like Jax's fan club. But okay, so my LVP, controversial, Sheena. I know I've been on her nuts.
Yeah,
I know I've been on her nuts. But for one very specific reason.
I can't wait to hear it.
She was so antagonistic to Stassi that, and she
because she stood up to Stassi. Yeah.
But the thing about it
Okay.
is, though, it wasn't even that confrontational. Like, she just stayed so, like, flatline, and she was like, look, I'm just doing my job. Like, it's work. Like, nobody told me to cut you. Nobody told me. And, like, the more Sheena just, like, stayed baseline grounded, the hotter and hotter and hotter Stassi got. And remember, one of my predictions or one of my hopes last season was that somebody put Stassi in her place. And this was the moment. Chef's kiss. All right, Vanderchumps. Who we got?
All right. If I had to go straight off the cuff, my Vanderchump, unless Jeff already has his, which I can tell
have
you,
one.
it's straight
Yeah,
up on it.
because we take notes. We have
I
we
love-
take notes.
You guys.
I'm
Anyway,
taking our
sorry.
ship name Jassi that we had. By far, that's it for me. Like the two of them together
Okay.
doing this
Oh,
thing.
Justin. Okay.
There's just no way out of this. She is getting on to him about things that he can't change, like his age. He is bringing up things that aren't going to change, like that she did something with Frank. Like, there's no productive thing where I'm like, if they could just get over this, then I see something for the two of them. But Jassi is I was also scared for them as a couple, but I'm not rooting for them as a couple,
Well,
and I'm over it. Like,
that truck ride was intense. Like any minute, it's like possible intimate partner violence, right? Like, is this domestic abuse? Like, I can't tell.
Like the next
for
scene
sure.
may come with a summons if it keeps going this way. Yeah.
I know we're all party to the effect now. So my Vanderchump is Kristen. We only got a few moments of her in the like interstitial.
I get this.
But I just want to be like, listen, man, you either commit to getting over it or you leave him. You cannot punish him for the rest of your life. And then when you punish him, you are therefore punishing us. And like, Jeff, you put like your finger right on it when it says like that it's like we were third party to a fight that we didn't want to see. And that it's uncomfortable. And I don't want that. I want my juicy gossip to be salacious and yummy. I don't want my I don't want my conflict to be like, oh, like you cringe. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's too much. And so, like, leave him or get the fuck over it. Period.
Definitely.
Right. Brooke, who's your Vanderchump?
I'm Vanderchumping double on Tom Schwartz because I'm going to piggyback on Jeff's. Why didn't he talk him out of the koi pond tattoo? Fuck the Stassi tattoo. We all knew that was a bad idea. Koi pond, Tom Schwartz. You seem cute enough, smart enough, mischievous enough. You know better. You don't put a koi pond tattoo on your buddy's arm. That is
She's
dumb.
talking about him like he's like the Christmas elf that like went bad one year. Like this is Jimmy's little guy.
Like he was just gonna like go in there and just slap that tattoo machine out of his hand. Like, get out of here.
And maybe it's the Christmas spirit come over me, but Tom Schwartz is like the magical elf. He cute, he tiny, he's doing adorable little things.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Not that there was anything wrong with koi ponds or Celtic bands, but like when they're en masse like that, they lose a little of the.
Thank you for the disclaimer. Here at the I'll take a Pinot pod. We love the Celtic. We love the Japanese culture. We love everything, generally speaking.
To any tattoo.
I'll move this on to because the past.
Okay, because I had a hard time. I didn't have a lot. So what is yours?
Oh, another one that sung out immediately in our Schwartz and LVP conversation, which I hate to go back to again. But yeah, Hall Pass. Hall Pass was a huge like conversation piece for years, like right along with like if you're on a deserted, if you're a castaway situation and you've got 5 albums, what are you going to listen to? Like, if you've got this, what are you going to do? Like, if you run into a celebrity and it was usually thought about like celebrities though, like, if you are in a situation and so-and-so walks in.
Be a celebrity.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's have a little bit of like, let's have some real talk. Who is your hall pass? Because Carla and I have already talked about who our hall passes are. Who are y'all's hall passes?
Our original ones or new? I don't know.
I know
lots of new ones.
Who is the hall pass?
Way back when we mentioned one of them during Casting Couch. I think it was either like a Monica Bellucci or a Carla Bruni, both of whom would make great Lisa Vanderpumps.
You love a Euro trash
in the hall pass area, but there's that.
Jeff loves the Euro trash, y'all. Heads up.
He's like, Monica Bellucci, let me
You
just throw.
called Carla Bruni trash again. Like I'm
Oh, that's right.
driving
We're gonna
over it.
fight. Right. Brooke, who's your hall pass?
My whole well, back then it was totally different than who it would be now. I can't remember too many of them. I know that one of them was like David Letterman because of the past. No, well, maybe daddy issues. I have no idea. I don't actually. I have like with my.
I mean, sure, because I would fuck Sam
the two
Elliott,
for
but he's
you
not my
back
hall
then
pass.
would have been like Paul Rudd and Mark Ruffalo, and they probably still are.
Yeah, they remain constant
because they're
Mark
not
Ruffalo and
aging.
Paul Rudd.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Who would I incorporate?
Sundi?
Okay, so because I, have a swing both ways situation, my first is Eliza Dushku, who was my lesbian sexual awakening.
Gorgeous.
She was Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer with those red leather pants. Yeah, come and get it. And then my this is all like very specific to my age, but Joshua Jackson, who was Pacey Witter on, like this man had the chokehold that Joshua Jackson had on my generation. Like Pacey Witter, nobody will ever live up to Pacey Witter.
So no Joshua Jackson during the Jax casting couch.
During the what? During the what?
During the casting couch episode.
No, I would not assign him to any of those trash dummies. Absolutely not.
Is it because when he grows a beard, it's an actual beard, and Jax when he grows? Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move on. You had because the past also.
Yes. So we already mentioned a couple. So the travel tattoos, the Ikea, but the one that really stood out to me was Sandoval saying, "That's gangsta."
Oh, I did have a gangsta. I did catch that.
And like that phrase, white people were just out here throwing that shit around.
Was that about a tattoo? When he busted it out? I did hear
maybe, or when he was like peeling it off or something, he was like, "Yeah, that's
it's another
gangsta."
one. I feel like weren't we done with that in 2013? Like I feel like gangsta with an A had already been like that was. I don't know if we were doing it that much then.
I also noticed a lot of beanies. And when I mean beanies, I mean the beanies ones that like pulled their hair back and it was just all forehead. Like Schwartz and Sandoval had one. And I think that Jax had one last episode.
That's because the LA also.
Well, I'm just jotting down right now. Jeff, yours was Monica, your hall pass, so I can like just keep it for future reference. And Brooks was Paul Rudd. Obviously,
Paul Rudd and Mark Ruffalo, ever long, literally ever long, like from 2000 onward.
She believes you. You can.
Calm it down,
they're listening. I'm here for that.
They're not.
Hit me up.
Paul Rudd, if you're listening, give it a call. So that is season 2, episode 2. This is But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio. Find us on Instagram, and we are dabbling in the YouTube now. So find us on YouTube and follow and subscribe and share and all that. And this week's mini episode is going to be us getting into the trailer of the new episodes. And so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. Make sure that you leave us a good review and, pimp us out to everybody you can, because that's how we get heard and listened to.
That's right.
Thank
Don't
you
make
for
us
listening,
like that.
guys.